Alright, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. And yes, I'm slamming under then. Today is August 16, 2023. I am your host, Luis Palacio, with my co-host, Chris.
Yo, 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 it's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. We're back at it again. You know we've been grinding. You know we've been catching. And you know Pure Lighter is excited.
Yes! Is that all? Really? I don't know. Well, thank you very much for the sub there, brother. Yeah, so it's... oh my goodness. I'm excited. I'm also like... The FOMO is real because everybody's already going to New York and everything. So I'm seeing like almost all the podcasters and all the people are like, oh, we're in New York already. I'm like, I gotta work one more day, y'all. Can you just like hold the freak on?
I'll be there, I promise.
I'll be there, but just let me go. Because they keep on happy. Zach, how's it going? I don't know if Zach is happy or not. Anyways, we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. Don't forget to check us out at the PokemonProfessor.com/Purified podcast. Wonderful people to work with. Yes, there will be in New York too. Yes, we're doing a grind. Yes, it's gonna be amazing. Yes, we're ready for everything. So, thank you so much for keeping us here. Anyways, so week of gameplay, week of news, very small news actually, but we're definitely probably gonna have more next week, just because of how close it is for the end of the season. But of course, you know, we can't go wrong with GOFEST New York, one of the biggest events of the year. Second to none, of course, to go tour, I guess, but you know, or not even second, it's actually the number one. Anyways, parts of things happen, worlds ended, we crowned our new world champion. And you may think it is the same one. No, actually, we'll tell you the stories once we get there, actually. But I'm sure if you actually have been following the coverage of it, it's been pretty self-explanatory. As for the event itself, we did have an amazing PvP-centric event with the World's Championship happening in Yokohama, Japan. And hopefully I'm not sick anymore. So, Chris, how's your week been, brother?
It's been a great week. The last event was very good, especially since it, you know, centralized around a lot of PvP Pokemon.
Yes.
I know there are still some decent Pokemon spawning, but yeah, it was really cool to hunt them all. I'll be real though, I don't think I really evolved any. But like there wasn't really any like rank 1s or anything I was holding on to evolve.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I didn't have anything that scene that I needed, especially from the pool of Pokemon that you could have special moves. That maybe I do one, but I was working on the do one anyway, so it's just a matter of just elite TM and whatever I had anyway. So
yeah, I mean, they give us enough elite, fast and charged TMs.
You know,
for us, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No. So actually, fun thing is that if my computer is still working, sorry. If you catch a Pokemon that's a second stage evolution or a third stage evolution, whatever the Pokemon it is from the PvP event and all that, you actually get the moveset from the wild too. So if you got a do one, you actually get, you know, the legacy moves. If you got a Sandshrew or Sandslash, I guess, you also get the PvP moves. So it was just a matter of either finding them or evolving them. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I actually did really like that they had a Pokemon like Sandslash, the Alolan one in Quest.
Yes, definitely. God, I gotta stop going to Twitter if I'm guessing not gonna like look at New York stuff. But
yeah, get that FOMO.
I know, right? So yeah, I guess we should probably get into our host. We also had a Froggy Community Day, which, you know, is everybody's favorite at this point. We'll say the same thing was the next Fuecoco Community Day campaign, so you know. So but yeah, so I guess it's whole time. What you got there, Chris?
Yeah. So let us start at the beginning. Which this last catch, I don't remember if I talked about last time, but I did get a shiny Trico while I was driving around. And then after that, got a ton of shiny Froakie. I was always excited. I know I got one extra large shiny, so I was very hyped about that.
Yeah.
And together, we found a total of 4 hundos throughout the day. Only one of which we knew from a radar. So yeah, the rest of them with no weather boost was kind of insane to find in the wild. Um, but we didn't find any shundos in the wild. I'm gonna spoil that for you guys. But yeah, it was really awesome. Between four people, I think pretty much all of us found a hundo once, which
Well, I
was kind
think
of crazy.
everybody got all the hundos that we actually caught that time, and yes, the
Yeah,
call out was
none of
interesting.
them ran.
Luckily,
Except yeah, except there was one. Pure Lighter catches a Pokemon. He's like, "Oh wow, this is rank 1 Great League." I'm like, "Wow, that's really cool. I'm gonna throw a Raspberry and a Great Ball at it," and then it ran from the first ball. I was so sad, but did get a good one for Great League. It's probably like rank.
all right. All right, so well, technical difficulties there, y'all. I don't know how much longer the podcast has been open or anything. I don't know if it's been 10 minutes or not.
It's
Sorry.
been 10 minutes, about 30
Yeah,
seconds.
and I think I don't know if I just restarted the same podcast or not. Whatever the case may be, technical difficulties, y'all. We're the Scruff Podcast. I'm probably gonna have to clean my computer or something at some point in the next few days or something, which I'm not gonna have the time anymore. Anyways, like I was saying, my haul this week. I don't even know what I was saying before then. Actually,
I see how it is.
you were talking. You were talking. You were talking before my computer like went like it's done. You know.
Yeah, no, you're good.
What were you saying?
Yeah, I only got a little bit more. So after the community day, I didn't really count all the shinies because, like, whatever. But I got a shiny Machop when I got back to my car, and I tried screaming it from the car to you guys, but I was like, whatever. Level 1, so that's kind of cool. The next day, I got a shiny Drillbur, which was one of my chases from that event.
Shoot.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah, I was happy about that. Today during raid hour, traded for a shiny Rayquaza, got a 15, 14, 14 Rayquaza. Actually, my best shiny.
Nice.
And then, while we were doing our adventure incense, I did get another shiny Mudkip. I don't think I'm ever going to use it, but hey, you're cool to look at, I guess. But yeah, tell me all about what you got this week.
So, I caught like what, like at least like 500 Froakies during Froakie Community Day. So that was definitely a thing. Just like Rick has mentioned, the 4 Hondos that we got were pretty cool. You may not see them above, but that's because I actually already have a Lucky Hondo Froakie that's already at Greninja at this point. So I'm happy about that. And
Yeah, I only evolved to one. I didn't even evolve.
I have a couple for the PvP, of course, but that's, in its own category. I also, for some reason, got a Hondo Alolan Sandslash, which was from research. I guess, I don't know. I didn't even think. I didn't check the IVs until like when I got home. So shinies, I think I got like 20 something shinies, and that's with the ones from that after the event started and all that. I also traded for a shiny Ponyta, Galarian Ponyta, which I didn't have before. I traded for more Groudons. Nothing happened there. I don't know if we actually went whole from last week. I guess I did go from the whole from last week. I got a decent 96 Greninja. Or actually, no, this is the PvP for Ultra Greninja. And then, of course, I got my rank 1 somewhere here. I also got a Sableye from the event. I guess that's like the Perma boosted shiny when it comes down to it, right? Sableye.
Yeah, it should. I think it was boosted even before the Mega.
Which I don't think the Mega really gives it that much of an extra boost, but it still gets a perma boost in the wild. I hatched a shiny Mapping today. From right hour. I traded for another Rayquaza, which it wasn't a Hondo or Shundo, so I'm sad about that again. After that, some PvP mons here and there. I don't even know what I'm keeping the Wooloo here. I got a 98 Mawile. I guess I didn't get a Pikachu with the World's Hat. We also saw the release of Passimian into raids for us or research. Yeah, it was a trade a Pokemon research for that, so that was actually pretty good, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm a little like disoriented after losing half of the few minutes from the last, computer problems. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But let's purify a magic card just to say that we are part of the Purified podcast. So thank you
Yeah,
so
get
much.
some good luck vibes out there.
Yeah, it's gonna go away afterwards. So I don't care. It's gonna try to transfer. I'm not keeping a Purified dex. Okay, I don't have enough space for anything here. But yeah, I gotta clean my storage before this weekend.
It's like,
oh my god.
it's like how we transfer Tentacruel for Papa Hanky.
Papa Henky, dude, this is okay. So yes, the week of was pretty good. Unfortunately, I was focused more on restocking because after Frocky coming in today, I was left with almost no Ultra Booster Greebles. I still don't have a good chunk, but my Pokeball count is nice and neat now. Definitely, when I'm in New York, it's gonna be amazing to restock when I'm over there. Depending on what I am too, but still, it's gonna be pretty nice when it comes to
all those lures.
Yeah. It's already looking massive, and oh man, I hate that everybody's already going since Wednesday, since today. I mean, I wouldn't mind if I would have gone tomorrow, but I got one more day of work, 8 hours in the grind before I get to enjoy it. Anyways, but yeah, so Worlds event was not too bad for a lot of PvPers. So definitely, the extra large candy grind was pretty good. I know you were using a low pony for most of your catches, mega low pony for most of your catches in there. Like I said, I wasn't really grinding the event. I was just doing what I had to do. But yeah, I was doing my Pikachus, even though it was a remote. I didn't get the shiny Pikachu with the Worlds. Another World Pikachu will never get the shiny unless somebody trades to me.
Yeah, they're pretty rare, honestly. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, and the worst part of it is like there was a research text out in the wild that gave you the World's Pikachu, and I only saw 2.
Yeah, I don't even think I picked up one.
Yeah.
For the Pikachu.
I was picking up more Pensimians, and that isn't even shiny or PvP viable, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a good IV past Simeon, but I only did like 4 plus.
I always thought Pensimian was a normal fighting type.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And Orangaroo has that normal psychic vibe going on.
Yeah,
so
but
I can definitely see it.
But that was what it was when it comes down to it, so it is what it is. But yeah, a lot of friends got all the stuff. I think Zach got Shando, Greninja, at least in his sister's account, so that was actually pretty cool. We saw somebody with...
Yeah, and that was what, like 10 minutes into the comm day?
Yeah. We were literally about to run around.
Shunda.
I'm like, what the heck, And then we traded, just did our special trades. This is the first time I actually got to do all 3 special trades throughout the community today.
Yeah, definitely a good one to do it for, too.
Yeah, so it was just like luck of the draw in the end of the day. What do you give this event, Worlds event, Chris? Rating?
The Worlds event, I would probably rate it either a 7.5 or an 8. I did think the spawns were good. We did have a new Pokemon release, so that's always exciting. I don't think there was necessarily something out there for everybody per se. I mean, 95% of the Pokemon were shiny though, so I don't think people could really complain. But this was definitely a PvP event. Yeah. It is the Worlds event, so yeah, it's gonna be a PvP event. There's got to be something for everybody.
We'll go over the winners and everything on that. So yes, thank you so much, Chris. And again, interrupting is my jam.
It's no sweat.
But yeah, I think I'll give it around the same rating. I think I'll stick it with a 7, just because it was good. But again, it wasn't. I would have been a little more hyped if it wasn't so close to just another event, and how things has been in the last few weeks when it comes down to it. So.
Yeah, it's really hard to compare it to an event like Adventure Week. Or any event like that where they have just loaded shinies, like really exciting Pokemon.
Yeah.
This was like, if you don't get a PvP Pokemon, like if you're not into like GBL or trying to do Worlds, then it's like, oh cool, I got a 0-15-15 Pokemon. I'm super excited about that. Where's my Hundos at?
And of course, we forgot to mention that Shiny Scraggy was released for the first time. And
oh yeah,
even though we checked quite a bit of them, I didn't even think that the odds were even higher or lower at that point. I either get lucky with the event or don't get lucky with the event. That's one of the two.
Yeah, I feel like this one was probably a full odds hunt out there. I did see people posting about it online.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell the difference too.
Yeah, I will say it is a lot easier to notice in Pokemon Go than a lot of the other games,
Yeah.
from what I saw.
Can you imagine hunting for Scraggy in the world of Scarlet or Violet?
And then you see it looking like that. Yeah,
That would have been definitely one
that's
of them.
brutal. That's
Yeah.
like Tauros.
Oh god, I don't even want to do another Tauros hunt for another year. All right, so yeah, that was it. That's the world. That's our house for the week. That was how the week went. Hopefully my computer will not crap on me for the next minute or two. Anyways,
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed. So yeah, let's get into some news. PvP section. No, not PvP section.
Oh, I was like, dang, time flies.
Yeah, I know, right? Today's research topics of the day. I'm like, whatever, man. This podcast can go to hell at this point. Anyways, today's research topics, we have one piece of news, which actually correlates to the GoFest New York. So, Chris, I'll go ahead and let you talk about this event because it's
All
your
right,
event.
all right. Yeah. Pure Letter saw the event Pokemon. He said, "Oh, Chris is gonna be hyped."
Yep.
So the next event is gonna be the Nauseous Swamp event. And it's gonna be featuring some Pokemon from Pokemon Go Fest 2023 for New York. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can already guess just off of the name. The event is going to be from Saturday, August 19th, right around the corner, at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, August 22nd at 8 p.m. So a decent amount of time. What, like 3 days?
Like 5, I think. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4.
Okay. And it's going to be featuring a lot of poison type Pokemon. There are a few dragons thrown in, though, which is interesting.
I guess.
We got Zubat, Venonat, Tentacool, Dratini, Surskit, Gulpin, Skorupi, Axew, Skrelp, Tyrunt, and Noibat that are going to be spawning in the wild. Which I do find it interesting that none of them say are rarer than other ones. All of these Pokemon can be shiny, which you may notice there is Skrelp that can be shiny now. So that's a brand new shiny. That's going to be really, really hype. Gets a little bit of an early bird treatment before GoFest.
Actually, it's during GoFest, anyways.
Oh, that's during GoFest too?
Yeah. This event is basically like the Glittering Gardens event for
Oh.
the other event. So,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
So the wild encounters, like you mentioned, those are the wild encounters. But yes, this event is technically the release of Squirrel for the world, while everybody else in GoFest are going to be getting it during GoFest. So, we get the shiny boost.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense since they're doing the global. I completely forgot.
Yeah. So Squirrel being the new shiny release, and also basically the correspondence of the event itself, since it is poison and dragon type when it evolves into what, Dragalge,
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah. And as also Chris mentioned, that all of these are just wild spawns. There is no if you're lucky kind of deal when it comes down to it. So this is one of those that you do want to grind if you can. Dratini is always a welcome addition. Axew, we had community days recently, so as much as we like it, it's there. Same with Noibat, and then Tyrum also being a shiny that was released during Adventure Week. I know a lot of people are still looking for it, myself included, for one more. So it is what it is. Definitely, the only difference is, of course, I'll be in in GoFest, so I'll be having a little bit of here and everything while I'm in New York, anyways. So
I would bet money you're gonna get another shiny Tyrunt up there.
oh, that's like 100%.
Yeah.
If I can. If not, then I'm crying. But so we do have some rates from the events. 1-star rates, we do have Grimer, Alolan Grimer, Hisuian Quellfish, and Hisuian Sneasel, poison all around. And then in 3 stars, we have Galarian Whizzing, Dradagon, and Turtonator, with the return of Turtonator once again with its shiny form.
Funny enough, I need both of those dragons.
I need one, and I got the Galarian Whizzing, so I'm good. I need a Turtonator. It's like basically when they came out, I was like, I'll only do them when I have the chance. I don't really care to do them unless there's like one right next to me or something like that, So
Yeah.
Shadow Race. So it looks like they're mentioning the Shadow Race will also be part of this event. Shadow Zubat, Shadows Houndour, and Shadow Pidove will be 1-star Shadow rates. And in 3-star rates, we have Shadow Nidoran, Shiny Onyx, and Shadow Sneasel, with Sneasel and Nidoran being the shiny since this shiny shadow has been released from leaders before. If like one pops up in New York, I'll probably do it because everybody else cannot do it anyways.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not really a huge fan about the shadow shiny raids unless it's like a rare one.
I mean, Articuno should technically be part of this whole event, but that's because it's still during the season.
Yeah.
The bonuses for this event: 2 times candy, 1 additional free raid passes from the spinning Pokemon gems. That's pretty good. And then Tico, Rock, and Balloons appear more often. That if they correlate to GOFEST and the balloons appearing in the map, I'm gonna rage.
You're like, I'm not touching a balloon right now.
Yeah. And then after that, we have some field research encounters. Grimer, Dratini, Trappin, Squelch, Noibat, and Marini will be part of the event. Field research tasks. I'm sure somebody will be like, hey, yeah, I found this one. That's it. And a free time research at no cost.
Really?
Time research includes tasks focused on raiding, and will award encounters with poison and dragon type Pokemon, including Yanmo.
Okay. That's a good chance of getting a good IV one, so
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, definitely. But it's gotta be focused on raiding, so good luck, Chris. So yeah, that's the Noxious Swamp event. A little exciting, just because I mean having some dragon types in the wild has always been a good thing. And a bunch of other shinies that are pretty good, like Venonat is a very good shiny. I know, Chris, you're looking for the Suvet anyways. Tentacle,
yeah, a lot of poison types have really good shinies.
Yeah. Tentacle, definitely a shiny for Papa Hanky. Surskit, Gulpin. I actually still need another Gulpin anyways. Of course, Tyrone and everything else, the new shinies and the most valuable shinies of them all. But yeah. Excited, not excited. I'll be excited once I'm actually playing GOFEST anyways. So but yeah, I hope that you guys get some cool stuff from this event, hopefully. After that, we got no more news as far as I know. We technically have some leaks, but I don't want to really talk about it until we have more information about the next season.
More concrete.
Yeah. So, I'm sure a lot of people have probably seen the Twitterverse, or the Xverse, I guess. I don't know. When it comes down to it, there's a lot of different things out there, but we're not going to cover those. We're just going to go into a little small moment of peace for the hype that is New York. Chris, how you going?
You already know the answer.
I'm gonna Photoshop you on everything that we do.
yeah, you gotta put me over your shoulder.
Yeah, it's like here you go. Oh, you wanna go?
Oh my gosh, I will definitely try to go next year. I just couldn't make it work this year.
Yeah. Is it what if it's in Chicago again?
That would be funny, and you already know I got somewhere to stay.
I know, right? Like, I'll probably be staying with them too. So it's like, just to save them some money. But anyways, yeah. Okay, so New York. I guess we should probably just go into a little bit more detail. If you guys are going to New York, don't be afraid to say hi. I'll be the one with the GoFest shirt from last year. I'm probably kind of see if I can get the GoFest shirt from this year. I didn't really pre-order it. And mostly because I did want to save a little bit of money, but I'm anxious to just get that shirt anyways. If I can get the one from Go Tour from this year too, that would be great because I also missed on that one. But yeah, let me see if I can find some details about New York here. GoFest. Don't be okay. So just like the round table chat that actually I was listening to them, and they're actually on their way to New York right now too. So shout out to them. It's some things that you can target in the event, and I'm gonna tell you my targeted Pokemons that are gonna be mostly for my grind. Aside from hopefully getting a Diancie to Mega Evolve into Mega Diancie, at least a good one, and praying to the gods to give me a Hondo, please. Praying to Arceus and Papa Hanky while we're at it. Definitely some ones that I really want to get. The Aerodactyl winning the Satchel is definitely one. I would like a couple of extra shiny Kangaskhan. Do we even have a shiny Kangaskhan? Let me check. Oh, that is breaking region lock. Oh, that's pretty cool. I do have one. I would like another one. Maybe the Shando. That'd be nice.
Yeah, bring me one, pretty please.
Yeah, I can bring you one. And the prehistoric volcano part of the wild, that definitely will be my Hans. Styrum is also part of it. Hitmore, I think I need a Hitmore too, so that's pretty good. Everything else
I actually
technically,
like the shiny too.
yeah. Tyron, Hitmore, Kangaskhan, and Aerodactyl. Everything else technically I have a shiny or a good shiny from, so it's not something that I would fully target it, but there will be 4 of those that I would target. In the Poison Swamp, Squirrel, which I'm pretty sure that's everybody's mission. But I'm also going to be targeting the Ponyar that we spotted
Okay.
in the wild. So that's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah, you want to get a low CP one for a little guy.
Yes, and actually even Ponyar itself as a Hondo is pretty good by itself in the Great League.
That's funny.
Yeah. Benepete, which I really haven't got this chance of getting that shiny either. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the Squirrel, of course, but that's about it. Cursed Treasures. More Snorlax will be nice. Durant will be nice to actually get an extra one. There's a lot of like Stardust in this one. That Yamask, definitely. I don't need any more Clinks. Golett is a new shiny release here too. So definitely something that I will be targeting because it's a new shiny. The Athletic Fields. The Lucario, because PvPIB's Lucario is a thing.
And in the wild.
And
that's
in the
so
wild.
crazy.
Thor, definitely, just because I still haven't actually encountered a shiny, even though it's been out for a year. Baltoy, because and again, another Pokemon that is basically eluding me in the shiny race. But then after that, everything else is the same. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get all the other shinies but them anyways. And then in all habitats, I will be trying to my hardest to get the Pikachu with the Mystic Crown. And then the Unknown Exclamation.
Yeah, dude. That is my favorite unknown. I'm so sad.
So if I go to my Unknown Metal, let's see. I have the A shiny, so that's pretty good. A, B, C, D. I do need the D shiny.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. E, F, I got H. Is H actually spawning here? No, H is not spawning here. I am missing a few technically unknowns to complete the whole unknown dex. C, I definitely need a C, which unfortunately is not spawning in this event. I still need K, which is not spawning in this event, unfortunately. Q is not spawning in this event. So probably a lot of them that are definitely not going to be spawning in this event. I have M, I have N, I think.
You could get lucky to trade somebody there. For an unknown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, I need 6 more. One of them being the exclamation point. Question mark? But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely try to get as many shiny unknowns as possible. Unknown hour of every hour will definitely be a grind of itself. And I'm probably going to be doing the shiny trick, so hopefully get a shiny unknown all the time. So, it is how it is. Then after that, what other things? The collection child is definitely going to finish that as soon as possible. Skull Snapshot is going to feature Rotom, Fridge, I think.
Ooh.
Fuel reaches with encounters with Carbon, and I think Carbon is also spawning in the wild. So it's actually going to be like PvPIBs, which I already power 1 up. I'm still going to use the extra large candy for more. And I need the extra large candy and Hondo anyways. So
yeah, bring whatever you can home. I'll happily trade for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. My back storage is gonna be full by the time I get back, so you better be hurry. You're gonna have to come or during golf. It's kind of funny because once we finish the New York and come back, and then we have red hour for Kyogre, red hour for Groudon, and then
oh my gosh, yeah, they keep the fun rolling.
Yeah, it's insane. It's like I'm not gonna have no money left after all of this. We're definitely going to try to get a Rayquaza, Mega Energy, and the Hondo. I know Chris already has all the Hondos in the world. But if not, just above an 88 that's been waiting in the sidelines and working on it. I'll try to get as much energy as possible. You most likely will only be able to evolve 2 anyways. Or Mega Evolve 2 anyways, just because from previous experience, of course, from the Osaka, GOFEST, and all those, you only get 2 meteorites from the either time research or special research. So you only can do up to 2. So I'm definitely going to be saving 1 for the Hondo. I definitely need 1 with the location card. Because the location card is really important now. And you know what's funny? We always said it's like location cards weren't going to be a big thing. And they became a big thing. Bro, just when people getting the Shandos with the location card was insane.
The location card, the fact that it looks so good,
Yeah.
like
I mean,
it is good.
I can show it to you because I do have one from GoTour, and it's 100%. Beautiful, 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 and it's mega ready and everything too. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. The park itself looks pretty good. Let me see if I can find the Randall's Park map here because I know that a lot of people are saying Randall Park, Pokemon Go. Of course, when I want to find the GoFest map, it's not there.
Yeah, they took it down. They were like, "We're waiting."
There it is. Okay, so I know that a lot of people are saying that a few places are under construction, so it's gonna be a little hard to walk through some of the parts of the park. However,
that's just New York.
shouldn't be affecting us too much. However, plan accordingly if you want to hunt something specifically. The prehistoric volcanoes on the top left of the area. Cursed treasures are right on the right. I don't know what these Pokestops are. Pokestop power bank. Oh, the power banks. Got it. I'll be taking 2 power banks anyway. And then Poison Swamps is the biggest area for some reason. I don't know why. I guess because it's the Harlan River. I don't know.
Dinky.
And then at the end is the Athletic Fix, which Lucario will be spawning. It is technically, if I feel about it, it's a really big map. So, I don't know. We may see it from here. It just doesn't seem as big when you walk through it, but it's definitely going to be a huge park in all this, in all the sense. Even the ones from Seattle was huge, and it feel like we never had enough time to go from one place to the other. So, but it will be a lot of walking, at least for the park experience. And that will be that. Man, I really wish, Chris, you were going because I really just wanted to.
Dude, I'm sorry. Yeah, I would have really liked to go.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not blaming you or anything. I know you need to do what you need to do anyway, so it makes sense. But I just want you there, brother. Just want you there. I want to enjoy this. Don't forget, we are also part of the Lure Up and the Professor Network New York State of Grind, which this is actually happening on Saturday during the live city experience in the afternoon at 1 p.m. local time, which a lot of podcasters are going to be there. The Way Spotters podcast, they're already on their way. I think Ken and Amon are already there. Anyways, Special Conditions, which is basically them too. Myself, from the Purified podcast, I'll be representing our beautiful podcast. I don't have a teacher or anything, so I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I am really glad and excited to see you and all the podcasters together. I do think that's going to be really cool to see.
Yeah, as the Pokeball turns, our friend David Hernandez, wonderful person. I'm definitely going to try to hang out with him as much as possible. The Roundtable Chatbot, I actually became lucky friends with one of them, so I'm ready to go for the trades.
Perfect timing.
And Good Morning Johto, a brand new podcast out in the horizon, who's actually been doing amazing in the grind. So we definitely want to. And I'm finally meeting Omnisec, which is probably the first time I ever met him. I'm not entirely sure, but it's the legend of the New York grind.
Ooh.
And we're definitely going to be walking a lot, so my legs are probably going to be jelly. I was training them as much as possible before GoFest, and I got sick this last week, so I've been trying to take it easy. My legs are starting to become jelly again, so unfortunately I'm gonna be jelly after this. So
You'll be good.
But I'm fully recovered. Probably just a cough here and there, but it's really not much different anymore. I was actually hoping to be fully recovered by either today or tomorrow, anyways. But I think that happened already, so that's pretty good. And yeah, just make sure. Also, Ken and Adam from the Lura podcast are actually part of the Notable Trainer Meet. So Niantic is flying them out, give them accommodations needed, and of course, if you want to meet them, because they have been in the grind for many years, make sure you actually are there through their meetups and everything. So wonderful people every single time. And I think that's about it. I know that the city is gonna be a grind in itself, so I'm gonna be walking a lot. I don't know what else to do at that point. I'm just gonna meet up with a lot of friends that were like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and play Pokemon Go forever."
Yeah, I'm curious to see how hard people grind, even when it's not GoFest time.
Yeah, and a lot of locals from from our area are also going, and we have definitely a few wonderful people that we met here in our community that are definitely going there. We're gonna meet up when we can, and then just play around when it comes down to it. So it is how it is, y'all. That's New York. I'm excited. Again, tomorrow cannot end fast enough at work. I'm gonna call in sick,
Oh my gosh.
Nah, I gotta make that money, brother. I can't fake it. They already know they're expecting me,
They're like, we saw the podcast. We know you faked it.
God damn it. I mean, I could wake up and be like, hey, I can't make it. So. I'm kidding. Please don't fire me. Anyways, so that is the New York. Again, super exciting. Keep sending them. Again, guys, I'm going to be there for the entire weekend anyway. So if you guys want to say hello, don't be afraid. We definitely want to meet you all. We have definitely met some wonderful people in the community since the podcast has started, since we expanded the podcast too. So just, keep it out there for me. I'm super nice to talk to. Chris can attest to this.
Very knowledgeable too.
Thank you. For some reason, they call me bossy too. So I don't know.
Bossy?
I don't know. I never think that I'm bossy, but they only say that at work just because I like things to actually go smoothly throughout the day. So.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it is how it is. If I repeat myself, you already know. You've been listening for 170 episodes anyways. So, all right. I didn't know there was a smaller podcast anyway, so let's get some PvP section here. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go, Chris. So, Worlds happen. GBL is right now in all 3 leagues. Cernius is a monster. Yveltal is a monster.
Oh, yeah, of course you've been doing Master League.
Of course, yeah.
Surprised actually, for a second.
The funny thing is look, today was the day where Cernius and Samacenta, Cernius and Yveltal has come out worldwide for everybody that, is playing the game. So we finally are able to elite TM them. I technically haven't tried my Sage, sorry, I can't even say the words anymore. Cernius, yet in the Master League. Yeah, but I've been running a Dialga, Groudon, and Rayquaza. Double Dragon has been actually pretty good. Rayquaza just destroys a lot of things. I still am afraid of fairies because Togekiss destroys even my Dialga. It cannot touch my Rayquaza. It does destroy my Dialga. But my Groudon can at least chip it down well enough for me to actually have some usage if I say some shields.
Okay.
But I did go 5-0 on the set. I'm up into 2179 right now. If I go for another 5-0, I might be able to do a bit better.
Yeah, I've been doing a bit of Ultra League, and it's been going pretty decently. Right now, I'm sitting at 22-11, but I'm sitting on a 4-0. So, the 5-0, if I hit the 5-0, it could bring me up a decent amount. But I'll let you guys know next week. Running Talonflame, Grand Bull, and Swampert.
Okay, pretty meta for the Ultra League.
Yeah, the reason I'm running Grand Bull is just because I don't really like steel types. So, three of my Pokemon are anti-steel, basically.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my!
I mean, I can also see the argument that Giratina is a problem. So.
Yeah. Giratina is interesting because Swampert, with some energy, as long as it has the same shields, it should be able to beat Giratina. Which normally, against starters, Giratina has a huge lead, just because of the typing and bulky. But I'm actually surprised with how well Swampert can do versus Giratina.
After how you doing? David, our good friend, is in the chat right now. But yeah, I'm running Dialga with Thunder, just because to surprise some of the flyers out there. Between Ho-Ho and Lugia, it's definitely something that a lot of people miss. They think it's I'm just gonna survive a Draco Meteor, and I'm just like, nope.
I don't know about that.
I'm probably gonna be doing the same with Sarnias, just because having Thunder instead of close combat actually does deal with some things out there. You haven't seen us in 41 years? Konnichiwa, hashimemashite. Anyways, yeah, but so that's the thing. We'll definitely gonna be meeting Hunter up pretty soon. So
He's a fairy type. It's
fairy
wait,
type. Fairy type?
that wasn't a roast. That wasn't a roast. I promise.
So in Worlds, okay. So let's get back into the topic of Worlds for just one more second. We have actually crowded a new world champion, the most consistent player in the entire circuit of 2023. It's Anex. He actually won Worlds. It's actually amazing. I was actually rooting for Wade, which was the last Silta Arena champion from the last Silta Arena tournament, of course, World Tournament. But it was amazing to see Anex actually go through. And when I heard about his accomplishments, because I think he won regionals, internationals, and then Worlds. So I was like, what? My man. It's like
Very, very impressive people.
Yes.
Very impressive people all around. I was super excited to see some of these battles.
Yes. I tuned into the first ones and then I scrolled to Twitter to see, if our reigning champions, continue on through the system. But they got KO pretty early in the meta there. So
and I told you I was wondering what would happen if somebody that won the champion before won it again, because it's kind of like like they kind of have a monopoly on the pose if that's the case. I know they did different clothes though.
Yeah, which is not bad when it comes out. The pose could have been a little bit better, but it's still a rare war because only 3 people in the world has it, and really nobody is ever. Oh, Drowsy finally got here. Nobody's ever going to really be able to get those poses out of anywhere else because that's how you show how you're the world champion. I don't think NS is actually attending GoFest now, so pretty sad about that. But I'll be meeting a lot of the creators out there, so that would be pretty cool regardless.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until you said his name, but I did think his tweet was pretty funny too.
Yeah, we're not gonna roast him too much when it comes down to it.
Nah.
But yeah, so actually that's an interesting story. So it says then more than that, says each person who wins from TCG and BGC gets one as well.
Really?
That's actually
I didn't know that actually.
I mean, to be told, there's only a few more extras. So regardless, they don't really show their poses anyway. So maybe those codes are actually up for grabs. It could be millions of dollars or something. You never know. You never know. Or Niantic will just be able to put it into your Pokemon Go account. Just because.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, you need to register your Pokemon Go account when you go into the tournament or something. I don't know. I've never done the Play Pokemon regionally.
It's just the trainer club account or something,
just
right?
The trainer club?
Yeah, I think so.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm still not even sure how to even link it to my Pokemon Go account. So, it's maybe however it goes. But once again, congratulations. And any participant to the World Championship, really, congratulations for even making it out there. I know Japan has been hot, but it's still a pretty amazing place to go to. Everybody's stories and amazing adventures that I've been able to watch online have been pretty amazing from everybody. So congratulations again. You're all Hall of Famers in my book. If you guys don't know where that line comes from, go watch some Disney. Anyway, so but yeah, that's pretty much it. Shorter podcast than usual, but it is how it is. Anything else to add, Chris?
If you're excited about Pokemon Go PvP, just get prepared for next year. That's what I would say. Especially, trying to find out locally where you can start with that.
Yes. If you can start it locally, that's great. Grassroots PvP will be a thing pretty soon. We're just putting in the words together. It's gonna take a little bit of time since Silta Arena has actually, ended, or even the Silt row at that point. But we got you out there. We'll get you more information once the day goes along when it comes down to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening, everybody, to the podcast today. Thank you for everybody who has actually come to the podcast to watch us. We are now part of YouTube again. I'm trying to make sure that all the videos go up to YouTube so you can see our Scruff podcast, just because. It is fully unedited, just like I always do, so you guys can listen to anything that happens. Probably the only thing that I edit is, the mishap here, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, come on. No,
But yeah, so thank you so much for listening, and also make sure that you check us out at podcast services feeds, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and many other places to go. If you can leave us a review, we would greatly appreciate it. Follow our social media, myself at Purified Podcast, or Chris and I at Purified Podcast. Myself at Pure Lighter Go. Chris at Pokemon Trigger Please. That's PKMN Trigger Please with a Z at the end. Join our Discord. It's free. It's always on the show notes for you guys. Email us anything to the purifiedpodcast at gmail.com. Send me pictures if you meet me at GOFEST. And don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com, the Professor Network. Thank you so much, everybody. Chris, take us away for the night.
All right. Those of you going to Pokemon Go Fest New York, get prepared, get hyped. And yeah, if you're going, feel free to reach out to Pure Lighter, take a pic, get a trade. Definitely would be cool to have him come back with some stories of meeting you guys. But other than that, feel free to send me invites, guys. Definitely trying to get them shinies. And we'll catch you guys next week, I believe. And where hopefully we'll have even more news for you guys. See you guys. Peace.
Keep purifying them. We'll see you guys next time, y'all. Go Fizz, baby.